Good afternoon. It's your old friend Steve from Middle Kingdom Fitness. I say old friend all the time because I'm old, but you may be much younger. That's fine. Just an expression. Don't get your panties in a wad. Um, just came back from a haircut. Um, got it real short and nothing on the sides. You can see my veins coming in over there. Wow. If only I could do that on my chest and my arms. Um, but I really got to go with the short look because it's just growing back too fast. Up, special guest appearance by Xiaobei. Speaking of people with gray hair. Okay. Those of you who know me know that I barely sleep. If I'm lucky, I fall asleep for an hour at a time before waking up. Uh, if I'm lucky. Yeah, I hear people complaining, oh, I'm so tired. I didn't sleep. I have insomnia. I only slept for 5 hours last night. If I sleep for 5 hours in a week, that's a good week. So, somebody said something to me the other day, and they go, "Well, it's not a competition." And no, she's right. It wasn't a competition, but things like that offend me if you use that as an excuse. I barely sleep at all, but guess what? I go to the gym 6 days a week. I do my job um, when they let me do it. We're still closed because of another COVID outbreak coming up on 3 weeks. So that's why I'm posting about getting a haircut. I know it's not earth shattering, but when you're more or less stuck in your apartment for 3 weeks, uh, any chance you get an excuse to go outside is good for me. Um, we're not locked in, but there's really nothing open. So what's the point of going out? Um, Jenny's a little under the weather today. So anyway, getting stream of consciousness. Getting back to my sleep problem. I've been experimenting. The other night, I slept pretty much in a seated position because I have sleep apnea. And what happens is that my esophagus closes and I start to choke every night, and that's what wakes me up. So, wow, somebody liked me and then stopped liking me. Okay. Or they stopped watching. Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, so I fell asleep in a seated position on the couch with my feet across the coffee table, and it worked. But I've known with this condition that what works one night might not work the next night. So I tried it again, and I slept fairly well for me last night. So that might be the answer. Um, so somehow I have to find a way to prop myself up as if I'm sitting. Uh, I used to have, depending on what part of the world you're from, something that's called a bolster or a husband, it's even called. Basically, it's a pillow with two arms. Uh, I only found one since I've been here in China, um, and it was on the small side, so it didn't really help that much. But right now, I'd be grateful if I could find another one of those again. So I'm going to do my shoulders workout. Also, and this is related to the previous topic of sleep. Uh, I'm experimenting. I cut back on my coffee to 2 cups a day, um, trying to avoid soda, iced tea, other things that would have caffeine. And I'm also, for the time being, staying away from fat burners and pre workouts because that may be contributing to it. So, going into a workout without a pre workout is something that I'm not really accustomed to, but I should be fine. So, I'm going to be doing a shoulder workout soon with resistance bands in the apartment. No need to change that. Very happy with that. Seeing good gains in both amount of resistance required and also in muscular gains. So I'll do that shortly. I'm just basically using this live broadcast to stall um, before I do the workout. Normally, I would be taking the pre-workout like about 15 to 20 minutes before I begin lifting, but that's not what I'm taking these days. So just giving it a shot. I'm always reluctant to start, but once I start, I'm fine. I know myself. So I plan to do overhead shoulder presses, front raise, lateral raise. You can't see my arms here. Bend over, reverse flies, um, into traps, which would include shrugs and upright rows. 4 sets of each, 12 reps of each, always employing the progressive overload theory. Anytime I can go heavier, I'm going heavier. So, time to just prepare for that, brush my teeth, use the restroom, and then hit my workout. Uh, Talk to you later. Oh, and by the way, still offering free online training, one free class per person in whatever discipline you want. And by discipline, I mean resistance bands, dumbbells, weights, body weight, water bottles, whatever you want. I'm also offering free online tutorials. If you have a question about exercise in general, or a specific question about a specific exercise, even to some extent diet, I'll answer these on video and post them on YouTube. The numbers are rising. I have almost 1,100 subscribers. By the time the night's over, I should be at that level. So keep supporting. Uh, let's move along to the next level. Let's view. Let's like. Let's keep watching as much as possible. And as always, I appreciate any support you can provide.